Hey there, future watchers! Ever since that caveman drew a stick figure chasing a mammoth on a wall, humans have been obsessed with predicting the future. Maybe it's the thrill of the unknown, or maybe it's the desperate hope that flying cars and self-folding laundry are just around the corner. Come on, technology! Step it up! Whatever the reason, we can't seem to resist gazing into the crystal ball, flipping tarot cards, or consulting our magic 8 balls. And who can blame us? The future is a tantalizing mystery, full of possibilities, both wondrous and terrifying. Of course, predicting the future is a notoriously tricky business. For every Nostradamus who gets it kind of sort of right, there are 1,000 others who end up looking like they got their predictions from a fortune cookie factory explosion. But hey, that's half the fun, right? Let's dive into the glorious, unpredictable mess that is the future, shall we? Speaking of predicting the future, let's talk about The Simpsons. Yes, that yellow-hued family from Springfield has a knack for eerily accurate predictions. Remember when they showed Donald Trump as president? Yeah, that was weird. Or how about the time they predicted the invention of smartwatches way back in the dark ages of the early 90s? And let's not forget their spot-on prediction of the horse meat scandal in Europe. Who knew a cartoon about a dysfunctional family could be so prescient? Now, I'm not saying Matt Groening is secretly a time traveler, although, let's be honest, that would explain a lot. But there's something to be said for the way The Simpsons taps into the zeitgeist, capturing our anxieties and aspirations in a way that's both hilarious and thought-provoking. So what does The Simpsons have to say about the year 2035? Buckle up, Buttercup, because things are about to get interesting. Fast forward to 2035, Bart's probably running for mayor of Springfield. And losing spectacularly. Lisa is probably a world-renowned scientist trying to save the planet from ecological disaster. Good luck with that, Lisa. And Homer? Well, Homer's probably still trying to cram a whole donut in his mouth. But beyond the usual Simpsons shenanigans, what might the world of 2035 actually look like? Will we have flying cars? Will robots have taken over our jobs and hopefully learned how to make a decent cup of coffee? Will we have finally figured out a way to make Crocs fashionable? Okay, maybe some things are beyond even the realm of science fiction. If The Simpsons is any indication, the future will be a wild ride, full of technological marvels, environmental challenges, and more than a few DOH moments. So grab your Duff beer, settle in on the couch, and let's take a closer look at what 2035 might have in store. Okay, now for the big question. Will 2035 be the year Jesus decides to make his grand return? Will we finally get some answers about those ambiguous parables? Will he be rocking sandals and robes, or will he go full-on modern with some skinny jeans and a man bun? Look, I'm just a comedian, not a prophet, although I do make a mean guacamole that could be considered a religious experience. But if history has taught us anything, it's that people have been predicting the end of the world and the second coming for centuries, and so far we're all still here. That being said, the possibility of a higher power throwing a wrench into our carefully laid plans is always, well, a possibility. I mean, wouldn't that be just like the universe to let us get all comfortable in our 2035 routines, only to have the heavens open up and, well, you get the picture. Section 5, Apocalypse Now, humanity's self-destructive streak. But hey, who needs divine intervention when we humans are perfectly capable of destroying ourselves, right? We've got climate change, nuclear proliferation, and political instability all vying for the title of most likely to wipe out humanity. And let's not forget about the robots. Those artificially intelligent beings we're so busy creating might just decide they've had enough of our shenanigans and stage a hostile takeover. I, for one, welcome our new robot overlords as long as they promise to keep the Wi-Fi working. In all seriousness, though, the threat of humanity's self-destruction is a real and present danger. We've got some big problems to solve and the clock is ticking. But hey, maybe that's the beauty of being human. We're always capable of surprising ourselves, for better or for worse. Section 6. Technology's double-edged sword. Progress or peril? Now, I'm not a Luddite. I love my gadgets as much as the next guy, maybe even a little more if I'm being honest. But there's no denying that technology is a double-edged sword. On the one hand, we've got advancements in medicine, communication and transportation that have made our lives longer, healthier and more connected than ever before. On the other hand, we've got social media echo chambers, cyberbullying and the ever-present threat of our privacy being violated. So what will technology look like in 2035? Will it be a utopia of flying cars and self-cleaning houses, or a dystopia of constant surveillance and social isolation? The answer, my friends, is probably somewhere in between. The future of technology is up to us. We have the power to shape it, to use it for good or for evil. Let's hope we make the right choice. Section 7, climate change. The clock is ticking. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the issue that's about as subtle as a polar bear in a heatwave: climate change. By 2035, we'll be feeling the effects even more acutely. We're talking more extreme weather events, rising sea levels, and mass migrations as people flee uninhabitable areas. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the sheer scale of the problem. What can one person do in the face of such a global crisis? Well, for starters, we can stop electing politicians who think climate change is a hoax perpetrated by big windmill. We can also make changes in our own lives, like reducing our carbon footprint, supporting sustainable businesses, and educating ourselves and others about the issue. Every little bit helps. The future of our planet is at stake. Let's not screw this up. Section 8. Can we change the future? So, the big question is, can we actually change the course of the future? Or are we all just along for the ride, clinging on for dear life as the roller coaster of time hurtles towards an uncertain destination? The answer, my friends, is a resounding maybe. The future isn't predetermined. It's a constantly evolving tapestry woven from the threads of our choices, both big and small. Every decision we make, every action we take, ripples outward, shaping the world around us. Does that mean we have complete control over the future? Of course not. There will always be unforeseen circumstances, unexpected events, and the occasional curveball thrown our way by the universe. But we can choose how we respond to those challenges. We can choose to be proactive, to be resilient, to be the best versions of ourselves, even in the face of adversity. Section 9. So what now, living in the face of uncertainty? So here we are standing on the precipice of the future, gazing out at a horizon shrouded in mist. We don't know what the future holds. Will it be a utopia, a dystopia, or something in between? The truth is, nobody knows, but that's okay. Uncertainty is a part of life. It's what makes the journey interesting. Instead of fearing the unknown, let's embrace it. Let's face the future with open minds, open hearts, and a healthy dose of humor. After all, if we can't laugh at the absurdity of it all, we're doomed. So, go out there and live your best life. Make good choices. Be kind to each other. And who knows, maybe, just maybe, we'll create a future that's even better than we could have imagined. Just like The Simpsons, other shows like Futurama, Back to the Future, and The Jetsons have also made their own predictions about the future. Thank you for watching. Please like and share. And remember, as it says in Jeremiah 29:11, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Have faith and let's step into the future with hope and courage. Even in an uncertain future, you have a sure God who loves you and will never leave you nor forsake you. Hebrews 13:5.